Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense and Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, I'm going to talk about having your crook out. A lot of people always ask me certain things they can do while their crook is out versus the crook facing to the inside of you. So I'm going to go over a couple techniques. I'm probably going to do this in a couple series of videos, so they're not super long. But first off, I always like to talk about, usually in self-defense with a cane, honestly, most of the times, if someone comes up to you, you probably aren't going to see it off the get-go, and you're going to have your tip on the floor. Obviously, if you got an idea what's going on, you got your cane up and you're ready to fight. But a lot of times, you may not be ready. That tip's on the floor, so we're going to go from that angle. Tip on the floor. Because if you got your cane this way, it doesn't matter if it's out or in or anything. Now, from here, I'm going to show you some fast techniques here, and then I'm going to use Mr. Bob, the other Mr. Bob, to give me a hand. But on Bob's Versus, we're just going to talk about swings. Now you have three great swings. You have a vertical, you have a horizontal, and you have diagonals. So we're going to talk about that. Right now with the tip on the floor, obviously one of the fastest swings is to the groin. Now from here, let me move this back so you can get a good look at the legs also. From here, someone comes in, I can simply pop to the groin. So it's a great, in most shots to the groin are a stunner. Because all of us have been kicked in Big Al and the Twins. We've all felt the pain. It's a stunner. So from here, his hands up. Whoop, quick shot like that. Quick shot like that. Now, if I try to go to his chin, I hit it, but 9 out of 10 times you might miss. Okay, I hit it twice, but usually, I practice a lot. Usually you're going to miss that little chin. And if he's kind of big size, you're going to catch him in the stomach area before you catch him in the chin. So with a vertical motion, right to the groin's a good shot. Now understand, if you do miss and you go up, bring it down. You can bring it on, obviously, the head. You can bring it right on the collarbone. Now, the hands. If your horn is still out, so it's a quick shot. To go for his hands, whether he's coming with something or to grab you, and you're sitting here, and you can miss just like that. So what the best thing to do is, if he starts to come at you, step at an angle and then catch him. And then if you go up and miss, come down on it. Now I'm going to show you what Mr. Bob, real slow, on the vertical strikes, up and down. Mr. Bob. Now, Mr. Bob is where you can see the groin area, which I'm not going to hit very hard. He happens to step in right into the groin, just a quick shot like that. And then I'm going to bring it down, or I'm going to pull it back. So again, he comes in, boom, right into the groin. That is a stunner. Now, let's say he starts to reach for something. I step to one side, and I can catch him in the elbow, kind of like I was doing here. It doesn't matter whether I step to my right or my left. He steps in from here, and I pop it up. I need to move a little bit. All you need to be able to do, he steps in from here, pop it to that elbow. He steps in from here, pop it into the elbow. That's going to pop that elbow a little bit and give me a chance to follow up with another technique. But let's say I go to swing up and he backs up. And I miss. He starts to come down. I can bring it down pretty quickly. Now, the vertical, while you're holding it in this position here, that hand needs to come up. Remember, your hand has a job, it comes up. Simply like this, pop it. So I'm not gonna go fast. He comes in, pop to the groin. Now, once you stun him, then you can follow up with another technique like a bayonet strike. All right, so it's a very simple technique. Just remember that vertical up and vertical down. If you're trying to hit a limb, if I step back and try to get exactly on point, I'm gonna miss. So as he comes at me, go back. As he comes at me, I move and I catch that elbow. I make it stun. Once I catch that elbow, his arm pulls back as I hit it, then I can follow up with another technique. And again, the groin, it's a fast stunner. I'm here, just right into the groin. Once I pop him, then I can follow up with another technique. So that is vertical with your crook on the outside. It's really not much different than when you have your crook on the inside. Same thing, pop to the groin. So it's kind of the same. Gary Hernandez, thank you, and I will see you guys with the next one very soon.